have a really big head. People make fun of me all the time for it, but big brain, what can I say? I love Mitchie. He's like a little brother to me. I feel like I've done a tattoo tour on my body like 4 times now, but we'll make it 5. I'm Max Domi and you're watching Blue Room. Yeah, this first picture, I want to say this might have been like a skills competition or something with my pops. Back then, I didn't think it was weird that I could just go to the Air Canada Centre and hang out with someone like Matt Sundin or Ed Belfour. Call those guys my buddies, and I'd go to school or go to practice and just thought it was normal, and the guys would look at me like I had 12 heads. So this one, I think this is the picture I posted actually when I signed. Sitting in my dad's stall, who actually now is William Nylander's stall. I was a lucky kid. I enjoyed every second of it. I loved the game of hockey and so many good memories. I mean, the Christmas skates, buzzing around with Carlton, that was always fun. Filling water bottles with Bobby Hastings, folding towels, stealing gum, tape from the room, all that stuff. There's so many good ones. So many different words come to mind, but bizarre is one that sticks out because like it didn't feel real, if I'm being honest with you.
This would be my first time in the full gear. Feels good. Feels really good.
Growing up as a kid, you have this like crazy dream of playing in the NHL and ultimately winning the Stanley Cup, and a third tier of that dream for me was wearing the blue and white. Now to do it at the pro level and for the team that I grew up cheering on, and there's really no words for me other than the fact that it's just a huge honor and an absolute privilege, and I've been enjoying every single second of it. So yeah, very thankful for the opportunity to come back and play at home. When I was younger, I think there used to be more of a routine in terms of picking what I'd wear to a game. Now, like, just kind of whatever I see first, I guess. I mean, certainly I'm not gonna wear something absurd that just doesn't work. I'll always put some thought into it. I definitely have a huge appreciation for fashion, and I like most of my outfits. Back in the day, there were certainly some that you want to avoid, but now you can trust your style game a little bit better as you get older, so I've come a long way. You know what? So those hats, I have a really big head. People make fun of me all the time for it, but I don't know, I got pretty thick skin, so it doesn't really faze me that much. Big brain, what can I say? Genetics too, so I can blame my dad, I guess. But those hats actually fit my big melon the best. It's not because of Peaky Blinders, but definitely can see where people get the look. A little blue steel action. The mustache is in full force for sure. No, I think it's a pretty cool picture. I love black, so it looks good. So yeah, I actually wrote a book, and the reason why, when I was a kid, I was super lucky after I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes at the age of 12 to meet my hero at the time, who was Bobby Clark. My mom, of all people, who wasn't one to do something like this, went up to him and said, "I've never done this before. My son changed his number to your number, and he plays for the Don Mills Flyers, and he has type 1. A couple years ago, like, can you just come say hi?" It would mean the world to him. And he took 30 seconds out of his day and totally changed my entire life. Whenever I had a tough day, I would reflect on that day and be like, you know what, if Bobby can do it, so can I. I'm not gonna feel sorry for myself, like, grow up. Bigger plan, bigger picture. I was like, I want to share my story somehow and just get it out to as many people across the country as I possibly can, and writing a book was the way of doing it. So I enjoyed it. It was a lot harder than I thought it'd be, but it was brutally honest, and wanted as many people and their parents living with the disease that I live with to be able to relate to it and help them in any way I can. I love Mitchie. He's like a little brother to me. You know what? It's so cool to see where he's at now in his career and what he's done over his first, 8-9 years of his pro career. He's one of the best players in our game. But no, we go back to when he was 16. I was an older guy in junior, and we had a lot of fun. Try to take him under my wing and help him out as much as I can. He's a great kid, comes from a great family. So yeah, I love him to death. I'd do anything for him, and super proud of him. Just a big fan of Mitch overall. I'll walk you through a couple. This is my first one. As you guys know, I am a type 1 diabetic. It's actually a medical alert symbol, so I never wore my bracelet. My mom would always get mad at me and me being a smarter kid at a young age, I was like, you know what, if I could turn this into a tattoo, this could be a good way to segue into me starting my first sleeve. The rest of them are, this whole arm is for my family. This line here is for my dad. You got his birthday, his initials, 333. I don't know if you guys know that stat, but he's got the most fights in NHL history. 333, which is outrageous. That record will never be touched. The angel's for my mom. Rose is for my little sister. Horse on the back, that's my older sister. And then this stuff is all just kind of art. I love the look of them. I think it's a great way of expressing yourself. That's basically my tattoo tour.
And then Max, we got one last thing for you to do. Morgan was at 9.54.
All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's better than, oh no. Am I done? All right, thanks guys. No, thank you. Wait, where's that little thing?